What's happening, chess fans? Welcome to Net Chess and Chill. Today is episode number 30 on my journey to 1200 ELO. Now, to be honest, I haven't gained much ELO, excuse me. It's been more of a try to stay around 1,000, and I just want to say that that's really my journey. I'm not hiding anything. This is kind of how it is. I've plateaued a few times throughout my entire journey, even to 1,000 ELO, and I'm just kind of having one of those, moments in time where I'm, winning a game, losing a game, winning, losing, winning, losing. So it's kind of a back and forth, but we're on our way. So we're really close to 1,000 right now. We're going to get back over it. We're going to keep pushing to 1,200, but it's just a matter of time. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy, and we're going to get right into it. So I know you guys like music, so we will get some music on and we will see who we're playing today. I'm rated 998. This guy is about 100 points higher rated than I am. He plays d4. I'm gonna play d5. So he brings his knight out, attacking my pawn. I'm going to play c6, playing kind of like a Slav. So it looks like he's gonna play a Joe Baba London. We've stopped his knight being able any cheap tricks, like, with the fork here and stuff. So we've stopped all that. What I'm going to do is just continue development normally, get my knight out. This bishop wants to come over here. We don't want to do it necessarily right away. It looks like they're trying to kind of make that happen. So I think with that in mind, maybe I'll bring in my... If I bring in my knight and he does put his knight here, if I take, he can just take. I mean, I don't necessarily want to do all that. What I can do is I can chase away the bishop immediately, though. The bishop can go here or here. I could play a move like this and make the bishop go back, and we can just trade it off. When I play the London, that seems to be kind of annoying for me. If I play this knight comes here and actually attacks my bishop is kind of an annoying thing. I don't necessarily want to deal with that. I could just bring my bishop here, which is probably not a terrible move. All right, so he does this, and I kind of wish I had pinned now, because now I just realized that he just kind of played it in a weird way. I can't really push for this or anything right now, but I could just go for the pin, which would mean that I didn't get what I wanted, but I'm not gonna actually do that. If he puts his bishop here, I'll trade. It just gives him what he wants, but I don't want that bishop there, so I think we will trade. He'll take with the queen. He's gonna castle probably queenside, is why he waited so long. We can like almost mimic the position with something like this, or I can push. If I push, his knight can come into here and things get a little spicy. I don't know if I really want to do that. I also could just I could bring my bishop here. He can take, I take, and I mean, we're okay. I could also play a move like queen here, attacking this pawn. If he just castles, it's defended, and I don't have anything at that moment, and I'm in front of my pawns. So I think I'm going to I think I will play like this, and we'll trade off the bishops if that's what he wants to do. And the Joe Baba bishop is a good bishop. Like, it's pretty strong. A lot of times you want to, in the London, you want to keep your bishop. So maybe I'll take it off. I don't necessarily like that we're trading all these pieces, but we're going to have bishops off the boards. It'll be a knight game, which I'm not going to lie is probably not favorable for me. I have trouble seeing some tactics, at least in my experience, but I'm trying to stay positive. I think we got this. I'm not too worried about it. All right, so he wants to play it like that. I'll just back up. I'm really not too worried about this. If he wants the knight, that's fine. We'll castle, and we'll play h6 for sure next move. This is not what I would consider a typical move. Typically, I would want to trade off the bishop for the knight. I didn't. I'm not really good at the Slav. I don't really know what to do against it. So this is my best ditch effort at it. So he's kind of taken away some of his squares, which is kind of weird. This is awkward to me. I should probably take the knight. So he's got to take. Yeah, I figured he would take with that pawn. It's not a bad square for my knight. He's getting quite an attack here. I'm wondering if just coming back is maybe not a bad move. I don't really want to come here because he takes and I take and then he takes and he just gets a pawn out of it. So I don't want to do that. I don't think this move is going to do me really any good either. A move like this is also not but so helpful. He's got pieces lined up. He's getting an attack on. So I'm going to back my knight up. It might have been better to come here, but I kind of like what I did. I'm assuming he's going to trade. He's like not using any time, so this is kind of obnoxious. So I have good pressure here. I'm also thinking about just bringing my rook over, and I don't know. I don't really know what my opponent's trying to do. I feel like we're not missing anything right now. This is defended by my knight and my bishop, so I feel like we're pretty strong here. I could also bring my rook over. I don't think he can take. I don't think he should take. So he's going to double his rooks. And what? Attack this pawn? If I push the pawn, he's got to move his queen. Can't stay on this diagonal. But I think that I should take and he takes. I don't know. That kind of fixes his pawn structure as well. Could just back up like that as, you know, a move. But if I take, he takes, I could bring my bishop over to here. Pushing seems like a decent move. Taking, I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I'm gonna take. I know we're fixing his pawn structure, so it's probably not exactly right, but we're gonna do it. I think that I need to worry about this a little bit, so I'm thinking about getting my pieces a little more able to do so. I'm gonna put my bishop here, still protected by my queen. I might move my queen here if he doubles up. So we're doubled up. We're protecting this pawn quite a few ways now. I don't think I had to do this, but I didn't want him to really build more pressure on it. Which I don't know how he would do, but maybe he could. He's playing super fast, so I'm trying to play a little fast so I don't just like completely lose on time. Just right away attacks my bishop. So right away I'm just like, I can take the pawn, right? I don't see why not. If he takes this, I can take, so I'm not getting it. Maybe I'm missing something. Hopefully not, but just trying to get into here. My knight is going to have trouble getting anywhere, really. So if I play a move like this, he takes, I take. I don't know if I want to do that. So he's trying to bring his knight into here. Maybe I should rotate my knight this way. I think I will, because he's not doing anything. And I want to be able to... Alright, so he's putting more pressure on this. I didn't actually notice that, maybe. I could just bring my queen back now. This works. Defends this pawn. Defends this pawn. Everything's defended, and I'm looking at doing this. I probably should bring my rook over. I can't bring him here or here because of this stupid knight now, but I could do something like this, which is probably what I will do instead of what I was planning on trying to do. I mean, his knight's more annoying than mine is, so he does have a pawn majority on this side, but I have quite the pawn majority on this side of the board. If I take, he's gonna take. I can't take that because I didn't really think about this very well, did I? Guess I didn't. Pretty silly of me. So I think I have to do this once. He's gonna take again. If I play this, I have a move like that, potentially. That was a dummy mistake. I should have noticed. I just didn't really have a way to defend it. I think maybe the computer's gonna say F6 might have been a way. I don't know. This is getting dangerous now. I think I gotta bring the knight back. I also think that I need to bring my rook back. I can't bring the knight back because he's gonna be under attack by the rook, so I gotta bring the rook back. Trade it off. He's gonna put pressure on this file. Oh, okay, he does it like that. We'll give a check. We will give another check. I think I can maybe just, if I take the pawn, I don't know what that's gonna do me. Maybe it works. I'll take the pawn back. Yikes. This is probably losing what I just did. So he brings his queen into here, we're in trouble, right? I think I have to do this. I kind of messed up. Also hanging pawn, but I mean, if I just took that right now, I'd just lose. So she attacks this pawn. pretty straightforward. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that or what. I think I gotta do this. Attacking this. I gotta do this to be able to play here. This is dangerous. If he takes, obviously I can take with the pawn. His queen is kind of being hit, needs to move. So if I take here, he plays this, I take. Does that work? If I play this right now, he's got this stupid knight here. If I take the knight, he takes with the pawn. I don't know if I want to do that. I think I want to play this, attacking the knight. If he does this, I can take. Still doesn't look good for me. I am up a pawn, but it doesn't feel comfortable. He has 6 minutes on the clock as well. I have under 3. But this is check. I do win this now. Shit. We'll play it like this. I didn't see that that was check. So that actually makes this a lot better for me, because now I'm up a piece. Oh! Yo. That is so painful. My heart. My heart. I am so in pain by that. That is so sad. Oh, that's terrible. I played so bad. 66% accuracy, 2 blunders, 3 misses. Wow. All right. I need to come up with something to play against the London, the Joe Baba London. I've been getting my butt kicked against it recently. I play the London. I should not be getting my ass kicked by the London. I should have at least some sort of lines that I find annoying. So apparently this is all good. I felt like I don't know. This is obnoxiously good chess on his end, but apparently we have some mistakes coming up soon, so so me taking the knight was all right. What's the best move here? Computer's so smart. So taking the knight, I was like, all right, now I got to move my knight. Moved it back, best move. They moved their bishop. I think taking was probably their best move. This was an alright move. What's my best move here? Bringing the queen over. Attacking that. Again. We already did it once, but we're doing it again. Alright, no, I got it. So, I take there, and then putting my bishop here was not the best idea. This was just a cleaner idea. All around. The reason I didn't want to do this immediately was because I didn't know if I wanted to put my knight, like reroute my knight that way. But I was like, this has got to be a decent square for my bishop. I just figured it has to be. But he's building up all this pressure on this file. Stockfish says we're pretty close to even. They're up by 0.6. Now they're up by a little more. So I should have played this move. If they en passant, I guess I just take with the bishop, and we're pretty solid here like that, putting pressure on this, and then this move becomes really strong because this is going to be a weak pawn. So that makes sense to me. I take, they take, and I felt like, you know, they gave me an advantage there. Like, that was just a free pawn. However, they have not really given me much of an advantage. This move takes away a lot of... This is when I was like, frick. Like, I should have played a little smarter. I think bringing over my rook might have been a smart idea. I really don't know what the best move is for me here. Kicking the knight out. I didn't want the knight to... I mean, it's going to come here anyways. I guess it doesn't matter. But I didn't want to really promote it. So this is straight up a blunder because I just left a pawn being vulnerable to being captured, apparently. The knight coming back was just a smarter move. We can just get rid of it. That was what I wanted to do anyways, but I didn't want him to have... I don't know. I really didn't want him to have a pawn. I didn't want him to have any of this. I shouldn't have allowed any of this. This is tough right now on me. Computer says it's definitely lost here. He takes. I take, he takes. I move my queen over here. Apparently this was better. I mean, if you paid me money, I couldn't tell you why it's better, but I'm guessing that this is just a better square. I thought that this was a better one because I get a pawn out of it, but it led me offside, so I can tell you that... Alright, what's the best move here? Trading this off. I mean, literally, he should... I think he should have traded. We're pretty even there if I did do that. This, I'm still lost. I'm just really lost here. This is straight up a blunder. It's mate in 3. So, definitely could not afford to take that pawn. This check wouldn't have been that great either. I probably could have gone for a repetition here. I was thinking about it. That was actually most of my thought was, I was like, I can just come back and forth and back and forth. The problem is the queen can block, you know, on one of them. And, I mean, that would behoove me. I would trade the queens and I would play on. I think I'm still lost, but I think I could manage that a little better. Took the pawn, they played this, I played that. Slides over, I played this. Not the best move. Best move is bring the knight back, blocking this, and literally just sacking a piece because you're about to get mated. Opponent doesn't see it. That's my best move, is taking the pawn. Now this is a thing. Yeah, I knew I was completely winning right around here. So that wasn't the best move. The best move was to actually just play up here and we can start, we can go for checkmate. I'm like so terrified in this moment that that is not what I see. I brought the knight up here to trade off their knight and make this not as scary, but they found the move doubling up on the file. We're completely drawn here. This works for me. Taking the pawn. They push. Straight up blundering. Are we serious? Mate in 4. So this is the problem, is I get blind. I get worried that I've been attacked the whole time and I don't know when to attack. Like, I'm worried about my own checkmate here, and I'm not realizing that I can literally deliver a checkmate. Like, I have my pieces on his side of the board as well, and it's my turn. So this was literally the downfall of me. I was like, oh, I get a free piece. They're like, ooh, my knight, but really it's just checkmate. And I was thinking this move, right? I was being silly because this is also a valid queen move, and my king can't go anywhere, right? So, I mean, yeah, I don't know. Tough. Like, this would have been a... I was just so focused on the fact that I could do this that I was like, oh, like, it's fine. Like, you know, he brings his queen here. But I didn't even think about it. I'm like, oh, you can go here. Tough. The life of a 1000. It's okay. We'll be back. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you tomorrow.